Okay, I'll show you what I'm up to here. This thing that's laying on the ground is a Volkswagen Convertable strengthening rail. Runs the length of the body, even has the little channel for your jack right here. This one has the channel kind of monkeyed on there. Somebody welded something up under here and stuck it on there, and kind of got it spot welded on in several places. And that whole rail is rusted away from the bottom side of this car. That's what used to be here, and it's gone now. Also, what's gone is the part of the lower part of this body that everything bolts up to, except that there's this one bolt. Musty showed y'all that bolt some time ago that is still intact, and there's another couple of bolt holes. I don't know if there's enough bolt left to hold anything, if you got something up into it or not. So what I was thinking I could do is possibly, if I could get this bolt out, the one bolt, and cut this off, I might could trim along the edge of this old rusted off piece and slide this up in there. And then if I got that one bolt back in there and any other bolts I could get in there, this would give strength to the car. Right now, if I put this up on the lift, the doors won't open because the car flexes, because really all the strength of the car is kind of in the pan. Well, there's some strength in the body too, but not a lot. What I would need to do out here is to cut away as much of this hanging over rusty stuff as I can. And since I'm not going to be fixing it by cutting it all out and redoing everything, I could, spray it, maybe paint it with 415 or spray some of that oil-based rust preventative stuff all up in there to preserve it. I could slip this rail into place. Even if I wound up bolting the rail to the bottom of the pan up there, at least it would have something to sit on instead of right now that body just floating up in the air. That's kind of what I'm doing. This is not the kind of fix that you're going to see on TV shows where they see a rusted quarter panel and they say, oh, that thing's all rusted out, we can't fix that. Well, this ain't that kind of fix. This is me trying to preserve Honey Baby's little car so she can drive around and enjoy it without it falling apart and dumping her in the middle of the road. So that's what this is about. So with that said, I got that bolt turning a little bit there, which is positive. And I'll go get my camera stand. Y'all can watch me for as long as your batteries hold out. And if I get that bolt out of there and preserve anything at all of what's there, we can kind of go from that. Try to figure out what we're going to do next. That's sort of the plan. I do seem to have this turning. I came out here and kind of hammered that 12mm wrench onto there. So see, that's still good. I say good, it's as good as it's going to get. So now, if I take my grinder and I run across this edge and I grind up this edge, and this thing here's got to go. It ain't even stuck to the back of that. I can't imagine how they welded that up there, because it's almost welded to nothing, quite literally. But this has got to go. What I'm looking at is this thing right here. This has got to go. Let's see. I can almost pull that off of there. That was a little stronger, but there's a little weld here. Look at that rusty metal. There's a little weld right there. This weld back on the back of here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's already busted loose from there. So, yeah. I'll get my grinder. We're gonna do a little grinding, see what we can come up with here.